Hello, my beloved friend. Welcome back to Sweet Mama's Kitchen. Today, I'm going to make TZ or Zaafi by using ground rice and Farina. You know, in Europe here, a lot of people think that you have to have corn flour and cassava flour before you can enjoy TZ. No, there's a different way you can enjoy TZ without corn flour or cassava flour. So let me show you the ingredients that I'm going to use. I have my chopped okro here. I have my ayoyo or morokai. This one is, yes, ayoyo, the ayoyo that you use back home. This one has been washed and chopped and blended, already packaged. So I hope you can see it. Anytime you go to any Asian shop, you can just grab one from there. Then I have my palm oil. Yet we can make two without meat. So I have my meat here, which has already been washed and prepared already. And I have my saltfish, dawa, and I have my onga shrimp cake. Then I have my fish powder. I have my tomatoes, garlic and ginger and pepper here. Of course, ground rice. Yes, this one is ground rice, and this one also is farina. And then let me give you a small tip about making TZ stew or Zaafi stew. You know, normally a lot of people use tomato paste when they are doing TZ. Now, if you use tomato paste, you won't get the taste that you want. So use normal tomatoes, and then one more, don't use any spices in your TZ or tuwo stew. Use only garlic and ginger in your tuwo stew. Don't use any spice. If you do it like that, it will taste like your normal stew that you used to eat with your rice or your other food that you normally use. So this one is totally different. You don't use any spice, only garlic and ginger and onion and your pepper and your tomatoes. That's it. So join me in my kitchen. I hope this tip help you next time that you are trying to make tuwo at home. So join me in my kitchen and let's start cooking. So now we have our palm oil already in the pan. I'm going to add the saltfish into the oil. Now our saltfish has been frying for, let's say, about 2 minutes. We are going to add our tomatoes and turmeric. So now that we put our tomatoes, we are going to add our meat. Yeah, the meat, if you want to cook it separate, you can cook it, but I prefer to cook it in the tomatoes because so let's add our meat into the stew. This one is mixed shaki and everything. And tuwo stew, you have to have all those intestines and everything inside. Okay. So let's add our salt, about 2 tablespoons of salt. Then we add our Maggi Cube, 2 Maggi Cube. Okay, let's give it a little bit stir. Then okay. So let's cover it. Let it cook about 10 to 15 minutes, then we'll come back to it. Okay, now I'm going to add my fish to my stew. Okay, that look delicious. Okay. Now that our stew is about to be ready, I'm going to put it aside. Then I'll start by making my okro soup. So I'm going to add my salted fish into the water. Now I'm going to add my dawa or ogi into the water. Then I'll add my fish powder as well. Then I will leave it to boil before I put the okra. Okay, now let's add our chopped okra. Now I'm going to add about half teaspoon of baking soda. So we'll leave it to cook before we add our ayoyo to it. So wait. Okra. So because this one is already been prepared, that's why I put it later before. Now the okra is ready, so I'm going to give it a quick blend to make it to the way I want it. So let's see how I'm doing it. I'm going to pour it inside the blender. So we are going to give it a quick blend like this. Hold on. Like that. That's it. Okay. Here you are. You see? That's our tool. Ayoyo kwai. That's what you call it. Ayoyo kwai. That one is ready. So now let's start by making our tool So now I'm going to do my cocoa. So remember, this one is brown rice, it's not corn flour, it's ground rice. So we are going to make our cocoa now. To Zaafi. Okay. Now I'm going to dish some aside for now, but I'm going to use it later, don't worry. Yeah, okay, all right. This one, the good thing about it, you can put all of it together at the same time, but it's not going to do anything to it. So